name is Patricia Rodriguez with the Rodriguez Law Group, and we are now talking about custody, and in particular, how does a domestic violence restraining order affect custody? Well, if a DVRO is granted, it may be granted with restrictions involving the children, and thus it can restrict custody that way. Also, if a permanent restraining order is granted, from the date that that permanent restraining order is granted and for 5 years in the future, the court can use and is instructed and has to by law use that as a presumption that the party who had a restraining order granted against them cannot have joint custody. They might be able to have visitations, they may be supervised or unsupervised, but the most they can have is visitations. The court has to conclude that the party who had the restraining order granted against them has overcome that presumption by doing a 52-week DV course and some other statutory requirements, and has to conclude that they've overcome that presumption in order to give them any type of joint custody versus just visitation. So it's called the 3044 presumption, and it's a big deal in the state of California. A restraining order definitely affects custody rights.